I choose to sleep in for just a couple of hours and two massive games get officially announced, The Division 2 and Black Ops 4. Let's talk about it. What is up guys, Rick Cacus here, and today I just want to make a video covering some big gaming news on two games. Well, one game, The Division 2 specifically, that I have covered in the past. Like, I covered The Division quite a bit when it first released, and even have been covering and certainly playing The Division recently, and Black Ops 4. I've actually been playing Black Ops 3 a lot. In fact, the new Infected mode came out recently. I've been really enjoying that, and I'm even Master Prestige in Black Ops 4, which I know some of you guys are level 1000 Master Prestige, but to get to Master Prestige, that does mean a lot of gameplay, so it's a game I really do enjoy. Now let's start here with the game definitely more associated with this channel, The Division 2. This kind of came out of nowhere. Not the fact that The Division 2 is coming, but this announcement. There wasn't really any hints, but bam! On the Division official Twitter, this video was unveiled with the caption, "See you at E3." So E3 is definitely going to be the nexus for where the main chunk of Division 2 information is unveiled. We're likely to get a trailer and a reveal at E3 2018 means one thing for sure, that The Division is going to release either late 2018, we're talking the fall holiday season, that's when most game releases, or it could see itself pushed back into early 2019, but it's very unlikely for a sequel to be announced and be longer in production than that. But thankfully, we have quite a bit more information than just The Division 2 is announced, it exists, okay, bye. Now from the official press release, the developers state, quote, "Today, we have an important announcement from the development team of Tom Clancy's The Division for you. The past few years have been incredible for the team here at Massive. When we started working on The Division, it was immediately clear to us that we had something very special here and something we really wanted to do right from the start. But we also knew that we would not be able to achieve this ambitious goal without your help. Since the release of The Division 2 years ago, we have remained true to this philosophy. We have repeatedly used opportunities to interact with you, be it via live streams, polls, or just social media. Also, the introduction of the public test server was a way to immediately get feedback from you before we implemented new extensive features or made changes to the game. We've never stopped striving to make The Division even better, and our recent update 1.8 is testimony to how we can see your overwhelming feedback and support. All these new opportunities and experiences have also improved the team's internal processes. We have become quicker and can thus respond better to your feedback, but our vision of what matters to us and what makes The Division so memorable for so many people has never been clearer. However, when we released our game in 2016, it was clear to us that it was just an opening chapter of a much bigger saga. So we're excited to share with you today about what awaits you in the Division universe next. We are very pleased to announce that we are currently working on Tom Clancy's The Division 2. The development is led by Massive Entertainment, same people who made The Division, and driven by close collaboration with Ubisoft Annecy, Red Storm Reflections, Ubisoft Budapest, and Ubisoft Shanghai. The Division 2 will be based on an updated version of the Snowdrop engine that will help us realize our ambitions for this title. More importantly, we can also invest all the experience we've accumulated over the past 2 years in this sequel to make sure everything is going well. But that is not all. The Division continues. After celebrations of our 2-year anniversary, which this March there's a global event every weekend, we will support the game for the next 2 more title updates. These will be 2 brand new global events, include more legendary difficulty missions, and an Xbox One X update that will rediscover the beautiful and emblematic New York City and all of its stunning details in both 4K and 1080p. In addition, as of June 2018, players will also be able to play crests, which are specific achievements that will allow you to unlock the Division 2 rewards. The teams are extremely grateful for all of the support over the past 2 years, and we cannot wait to show you what we have planned for the Division 2 during E3 2018 in June. So quite a big statement there, let's unpack it. Number one, if you're a Division player, geez, you're in luck. You're gonna have more global events coming after this big celebration, completely new ones, and likely that does mean even new exotic weapons, I'm hoping, new legendary missions, these crests achievements, which again lets you do things in the Division and earn rewards in the Division 2, that sounds sweet. And frankly, this is how you announce and do a sequel. Not only do you bring the sequel, but you also improve the base game, make it hopefully at its best point ever, and then move on to the next chapter. Destiny somewhat did that with the Age of Triumph. Like, Destiny was lit, and then Destiny 2 came along. Speaking of Destiny 2, I don't think it's accidental that the developers of The Division, go out of their way to say, we've learned so much from the community, we're respecting everyone's decisions, we're going into The Division 2 properly. I seriously think they're kind of hinting at Destiny 2 and saying, look, we've learned from our 2 years, all right? We're not going to abandon the improvements we've made. At least that's what I'm hoping they're saying. And depending on when the Division releases, I definitely plan on covering it on this channel. Like I said, I've been getting back into the Division on the PC specifically in a big way, put hundreds of hours just since the new year. So it's at a really, really good state. Guys, if you don't have the Division, if you can find it on a sale, like a 50% off sale, I could not recommend it enough. But it is time to move on to the next huge game that was announced today, Black Ops 4. Now, like I said at the beginning of the video, Black Ops 4, I covered Black Ops 3 a little bit on release. I made a few videos, but I've been playing that game just in the background, not making videos, but just playing it quite a bit. I played Black Ops 3. I totally skipped Infinite Warfare and Modern Warfare Remastered and just played Black Ops 3 all the way until COD World War II. And I've even been playing quite a bit recently because just like the Division is kind of getting upgraded, Black Ops 3 got upgraded. Yes, Black Ops 3, years old Call of Duty, this week, got an update that firstly introduced the Redwood snow map, changed the Redwood map into a snowy background, just put snow everywhere. It wasn't that big of a change. Also introduced a new supply drop weapon, but considering how low the chances are to get weapons in Black Ops 3, that doesn't really matter too much. But most importantly, it introduced the Infected game mode. Like a completely new game mode. Infected is a blast. I actually love it in Black Ops 3 because it doesn't give you a default class. You get to actually make your defense class. You can have stuff like trophy systems to block the throwing axes and so on. You even get to use your specialist abilities. It's a ton of fun. So, Black Ops 4 was announced via a Treyarch teaser trailer. The trailer showcased a bunch of quick images from Black Ops, the series, history, showcasing multiplayer and zombies. Don't forget, with Black Ops 4, you're also going to be getting zombies. I know a lot of people are stoked from that. And the tagline at the end was, "Forget what you know," which is really interesting. I don't even know what to make of that. I'm sure we'll kind of make more sense of that tagline as things are revealed. But there's two very important dates that were also revealed at the end of the trailer. The first one is actually the launch date. The global launch is October 12th. Now, this is important for a few things. Number one, we already know where the launch date is. I mean, for the Division, we don't. The launch date is likely going to be revealed when it's more showcased at E3. But Call of Duty Black Ops 4, they aren't playing around. October 12th, it is going to be released. Now, that's soon. Almost every Call of Duty basically ever releases in November, so you're going to be getting your hands on Black Ops 4 a lot earlier than most other Call of Duties. But the other very important date revealed was the community reveal event, which is May 17th. That's pretty soon, actually. So around the time the Destiny 2 expansion is releasing, Destiny 2 DLC 2, there's also going to be the community reveal event. Now, Interestingly enough, speaking of Destiny 2, that's basically how D2 did it. Destiny 2 also had a community event around May and unveiled the game, invited a bunch of people out to LA and showcased the game at the time. Now, there was some questions and concerns that came out of pretty much everyone, including myself, about the weapon system, about everything. There was a lot of hype though as well, and not too much was showcased of the final product. But it was actually a pretty good way to reveal the product. Get a bunch of people that are familiar with the series, familiar with the game, get them in and get them to play the game. That way you get a bunch of people like, myself and other YouTubers explaining the features of the game rather than people at, games journalist sites who barely ever play video games, who don't even know what the heck they're talking about. Now, a couple of more interesting tidbits of Black Ops 4 information. Number one, places are already taking pre-orders. Amazon has this box art up and it's taking pre-orders, so is GameStop. So, if you want to, you can go in there. I'm someone who thinks that you shouldn't pre-order until even like the last week. You'll still get the bonuses for pre-ordering, but you'll at least make the game companies sweat and won't give them your money automatically. And also, take this with a grain of salt because not too much information was revealed today, but in the official press release, like everywhere, boots on the ground was never mentioned. Now that's really interesting because boots on the ground, not having jetpacks or anything like that is a very, very, important factor in World War II's success. World War II has a lot of flaws, but just the fact that you aren't having people wall climb and jump around and stuff, that was a huge selling point in the game. People were really sick of the advanced movement systems. Now, again, take it with a grain of salt because, they released a limited amount of information. They just maybe didn't mention it right yet. But the fact that they're not out screaming boots on the ground is potentially indicative of Black Ops and Treyarch saying, you know what, we're continuing the wall jumping system and worked well in Black Ops 3, we're doing it again. And, that would be a very, very interesting thing that Treyarch could do. Again, we don't know for sure, but keep that in mind. And so guys, that is it for the two big game announcements today. Just wanted to cover, keep you guys in the loop, and it's going to be exciting. 2018 is a big year. We've got, the Division 2 out of nowhere, Black Ops 4. We've also got Battlefield 2018. Like Battlefield 5 is releasing, or Bad Company 3 even, is releasing this year as well in fall. We know nothing about that, but I'm a huge Battlefield fan as well. That's going to be insane. And then, quickly moving into 2019, we even have the possibility of Borderlands 3. We for sure have Anthem. Like, we have some big games coming out in a short time frame. It's gonna be insane. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, please remember to support it by liking and especially sharing. If you guys want to see more, Division 2 and Black Ops 4 content down the road, be sure to slap that subscribe button. Now, if you guys want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickCacus. That's linked in the description down below, as is my Twitch channel, which you can also follow. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.